challenges you had in the other ministries, water
Drainage services.
For example, would you say it was nothing compared to that of physical planning, or did you have any challenges there at all?
Being in physical planning makes you are in charge. You can, it's like you're God. You can't be God, but it's like you're a demigod, kind of. You can say, okay, this is my table is, let's say, my table is Lagos State. A planner can say, okay, this is my Lagos State. I want it to be, okay, in the year 2050, or thereabout, they say Lagos population will be like 50 million people. We're over 20 million now. In another 25 years, they say we're reaching 50 million. Somebody somewhere, there should be a system that should be thinking far ahead of that thing happening. Does it resonate?
It does.
That in 25 years, we're going to move from 20 plus million to 50 million or thereabout. We might get there, we might not get there, but we should be already planning of what Lagos we want to have in place that will sink in this projection. Housing, educational infrastructure, roads, metro, whatever needs to be done. So that we will now start doing what? Budgeting for those solutions. Projecting proactively, not reactionary. But even the 20 million plus that we have, do you have enough infrastructure to even serve them? So you see, so being in drainage service, we were doing infrastructure that is reacting to what is already happening. Because people are already being flooded. And we're just taking the flood away. But in physical planning, you're actually planning people's lives and their livelihood, as a matter of fact. Even the economy. I'll give you a case study. On some roads, the cost of the government of that road is more than the value of every building on that road. In the same climb, government can just plan that community. Yes, I want to invest this much in the social fabric, infrastructure, but you guys have to develop your houses, improve the value of your houses. You might not have the resources, but you don't have to build within your capacity. But I'll give you a plan that will elevate the standard. When you elevate the standard of a community, you're taking away insecurity. You're building economy in the people. You don't need to invest your own money, but you have the land. Get institutional investors to come and build these structures. And you will eventually make some more money. If you had been making 1 million on rent on your old structure and it's now made modern, you can go to maybe like 10 million. So that's how government impacts the lives of people, through planning. Not allowing people to stay at their comfort zone of, this is the capacity I have. Yes, it is your land, you can only afford 10 million naira for your investment. No problem. But me as a government, you must invest 1 billion on this your property because this land has value in the air. You can build 1 floor. Agreed. But this same land can carry 20 floors. So this land must have 20 floors. So go and get somebody to partner with you to build the 20 floors. So that you can make more money, I thought the government can make more taxes. Do you understand? Yeah. So you are building people's economy at the same time building the economy of the state. You don't stay at the level of, okay, go and do the 1 floor you can do. The entire street will not even be as expensive as the cost of infrastructure required to even service you. So where is the business science in it? So that's, you said I like physical planning more than
I see it now.
ODS. If as a matter of fact, if I come again, I want to be a town planner.
Interesting.
Honestly speaking.
I'm
I've
sure
always said it.
NTP will be glad to hear that.
Honestly, I want to be a town planner because I want to stand out. I want to stand out. I mean, this is an area you can stand out. Being a town planner, you can really stand out and show the world what you have. Honestly.
Wow, that's great. So
in this insightful discussion we've just watched, the outgoing Permanent Secretary, Engineer Nuruddin Shodeinde, highlighted the critical role of physical planners in preparing sustainable urban development plans. He emphasized the concept of compact development over sprawling growth, suggesting that landowners could collaborate with investors to achieve high-rise developments. This model, he noted, will enable the government to efficiently manage infrastructure and enhance the quality of urban life. Why this is indeed a laudable suggestion, its practicality raises some important questions. How can landowner secure investor without government intervention? Can this vision be fully realized without structured government initiatives? In my own view, achieving this would require the government to take proactive steps by designating specific areas as planning area, organizing stakeholders' engagement, and inviting investors for strategic partnerships. This collaborative framework would not only drive compact development, but also transform our urban landscape into more sustainable and well-managed communities. However, we must also consider the deep emotional attachment many families have to land that has been in their possession for generations. This sentiment could pose a challenge to realizing such development without strong government support. It is important to remember that according to the Land Use Act, the administration of land is vested in the government, which hold it in trust for the people. This implies that government involvement is crucial to bridge the gap between landowners and investors for sustainable urban development. We would love to hear your thoughts and suggestions on this matter. How do you think compact development can be effectively achieved considering these challenges? Kindly drop your comments as we continue the conversation towards building a more sustainable urban future. Stay tuned for more engaging episodes.